MEIMAC
What's up, everybody?
CGIX
Want to know we're going live?
Again.
And
TGB.
we are live. Alright, so welcome to the stream. Hopefully we'll have some nice trades for everybody today. We'll see what happens. Sorry for the video yesterday. Long trade. Not much resolution, but at least you guys got to see some live trading.
HLX.
As I said, I just had some computer issues just trying to get the stream going. Sometimes it kind of seems like it's working, but then in the end it's not, so I end up streaming for a while and then, you know, not really recording anything, but we'll see what happens here. So right now we're watching a couple stocks. PECK seems to be the big mover right now, so we're watching it. The problem with this one is it's really low float and there's a chance of an offering. It's a merger play right now, so there's some interesting stuff going on in the name.
HGSH.
It's getting a lot of volume.
ADADRDF.
So we're watching a few stocks here. We'll go over the catalyst real quick. So CHEK is another stock we're watching. CHEK is up 56% right now. They were granted a 180-day extension to regain compliance with minimum bid price. So they're probably going through some sort of offering, or, you know, another stock to be careful of. A lot of these penny stocks, you got to watch for offerings and things trading pre-market. I don't know. I feel like I've missed the move in PECK, but and then so another stock we got here is ALRN, rose 60% to over about $1.60 pre-market. Aileron Therapeutics last month said it expects to initiate phase 1B randomized placebo-controlled clinical trial of novel chemoprotective agent ALRN 6924 in patients with advanced non-small cell lung cancer in FY21.
AIHS.
So it's probably a chemotherapy cancer.
AIHS. Fat. AIHS.
So we got AIHS making a few moves too.
AIHS.
As you see, PECK kind of selling off a little bit there. Could be a buying opportunity. We'll keep an eye on it. So we got AAME as well. That's trading on really light volume. I don't see much in that unless you're looking for a short, maybe for 5% or something. You're not going to probably get much out of it.
Send.
It's basically like, you know, I had a little bit of a pop pre-market, but now it's just fading, and it's kind of been fading ever since. Still up almost 30%, but that's why you probably catch a small fade. But
APTO.
I wouldn't look to go long on AME unless it gets some serious volume in it. SYN's kind of was the leading gapper until PECK started popping up. So SYN is kind of fading back to the VWAP now. It's a really cheap stock. Not really interested in it, but it was trading below $1 for most of the morning. So the fact that it's at $1 right now is, if it can hold that level, it might be an interesting play on it. So SYN is this trading off news that they've been granted an extension until May 25th to regain compliance. So a lot of these stocks are trying to, you know, regain compliance, but they also have a advisor to assist in evaluating strategic options, including potential in licensing or acquiring assets. So I guess they've some sort of study leveraging the microbiome to develop therapeutics designed to prevent and treat gastrointestinal diseases in areas of high unmet need. Today, unannounced, it engaged in a partnership to announce the company in exploring and evaluation of a range of strategic options. So basically just they're planning on doing something.
CAGG.
Not really much of a, you know, and they've brought a couple people on, John Monahan onto their PhD, John Monahan onto their board of directors. So just a few interesting things that they're doing.
QD.
Again, it might be a short. It's still up 100% on the day. It's one of those stocks that I don't know. I just don't trust it. But if it holds $1, it might provide an opportunity.
SRAC.
Next on the list we have ALRN. So ALRN is kind of one of those stocks that just was a pop and then fade. So I already went over the catalyst for that one. As you see it here, still fading.
ALSK.
You know, it provided
PWFL.
kind of one pop earlier, and then faded, and then gave you another kind of pop over the VWAP. Because it had like one opportunity there, but then it's faded ever since. So this might be a short for the rest of the day, but we'll see. If it can come back and test the VWAP and then get rejected and provide some sort of support or resistance, I might put a short on ALRN. We'll see.
MEC.
Yeah, and CYTH
CTXR.
is another one we were watching this morning. CYTH has been kind of
SPLP.
trying to pump above $6. It's hit 650, got kind of double topped up here.
ORBC.
Almost
APTO.
quadruple topped really, but it broke. So this was 650 resistance, and then it broke 650, and now it's hitting 660 resistance. Really just almost like a bull trap. Gave you a kind of quick breakout, but then it immediately hit resistance, and now it's
XPL.
just been selling off below the VWAP. So anyway, the news on this one is that it's trading higher after the company announced positive efficacy data from
MLND.
with Trapsol Cyclo in patients with Niemann Pick disease type C. So
MLND.
it's
MLND.
another therapeutics type play, drug or pharmaceutical type play. But as you can see, it's not really holding up. So we'll see. Keeping an eye on it. These are the ones we're watching today. BYFC is probably not going to be one we're going to watch. It's basically just sold off as well.
MTNB.
So they announced receipt of regulatory approvals for merger. So I guess they're going to be merging. So it's merging with and into City First Bank of DC. So basically, this Broadway Financial Corporation is merging and going to become City First Bank of DC and a City First Bank. Yeah, it's like a bank in Washington DC, I guess, or District of Columbia. Could be in Washington.
CPHI.
Yeah, who knows? But anyway. So it's a merger type play, but as you can see, it's only up 23%. BYFC is really not one we're really watching too close. Doesn't look like anything too exciteful. So anyway, we'll go back. We're watching PECK and we're watching watch SYN over $1 here. As you can see, hitting resistance at $1 now, and it's starting to fade. About 23 minutes to the bell.
EOLS.
We'll see on this SYN.
NVFY. PTGX. RHE. Sens. ZCMD. MTNB. HLX, ZCMD, MTNB. HLX. MTNB. OCUL SRAC. MTNB. CRDF. MTNB. SJI.
SYN starting to come back up here. So we'll see what happens at the
SRAC. CEI.
Hate these stocks that have these like quadrupled digits.
MTNB. MTNB. DS.
I'll send the order. See what happens.
MTNB.
Oh, I get rejected. Yeah. Security's not available to short. So I was trying to short it at 97 cents there.
JAGX. JAGX.
Usually stocks under $1 can't get shares.
MTNB. MTNB.
So
EOLS.
the play there was get it at 97 and have the VWAP as your stop. So basically $1.
DS.
99 cents. 2 cents of risk. And if it fades, you're probably looking
BBIG.
at, quick 10-cent drop. So I gave it a stab. And obviously I couldn't get filled, unfortunately. But that's how it goes. That's how she goes.
MJAGX. JAGX.
I was trying to short PECK earlier too, and I couldn't get shares, so I can't short that either, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just one of those companies that's always pump and dump. They announced a merger with iSun, so they're merging and basically going to become iSun. They're going to change their name and trade under the symbol ISUN.
MJIGX.
So expected to close January 2021. They announced an all stock acquisition deal where they will be purchasing the entire assets of iSun, and they will be iSun Energy merging and becoming iSun, and they will be trading under the ticker iSun.
MTNB.
So basically, PECK will no longer trade, and it will now trade as iSun. And this will be happening, hopefully, to close sometime in Jan 2021. So, check CYTH, still below the VWAP. And this is one of those plays where normally I'd look to short it in these areas. If it can come up and test but can't get above the volume weighted average price, then I'd look to short. Currently, it's kind of we still have 15 minutes before the opening bell, but at the same time, I like to be more cautious when I'm shorting. Sorry about that. I don't know if my webcam was not actually on me the whole time. Probably not. Sorry if it's really dark in here and you guys can't see me. Yeah, you guys probably can't see me at all. It's probably just really dark. Sorry about that. I can turn. Yes. There you go. My apologies, guys. I'm not great with the webcam. You know, it's not the greatest webcam. It just kind of is a decent one that I got.
BPFA.
But, you know, this way you guys can see my pretty face. Yeah. I don't know if you guys prefer my face or not. I just figure it's good to have. I want to try and do the thing where you kind of cut it out so that it's just you. It's not like a black square. It's actually just I don't know. I gotta figure out how to do that. So if any of you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I just gotta take the time. I'm just busy because I've been writing my book as well, trying to finish my book. So I'm working on book on it's a historical book. So I actually have a master's degree in history. So that's what I try and focus on. Some of my time at least. I've been slacking, to be honest. But I remember I was saying that I would look to short CYTH in this area here just because, and use the VWAP as a stop. So it's starting to dump here. But, you know, typically, I would look for, you know, opportunities like that with CYTH. But anyway, my historical writing, and you see SYN dumping now after I was trying to short at 97. It's now at 94. Probably going to go down to at least 90. 93s, 93 5s. Yep, 92 5s. Yep.
SI.
Yep. I missed it. Oh, well, I mean, I didn't miss it, but I tried to get it. Couldn't get filled. See, this is one of the things that sucks kind of about the broker that I use, is that it's really hard to short penny stocks like this, and they're the ones that kind of usually end up providing the best shorting opportunities. But yeah, what can you do? It's good that I can see those setups. And
what up, everyone? Good morning.
Oh shit! And this is my precision day trading scanner. So that's our dude. I don't know if you want. I can let you guys listen to him if you want, but I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants to do that. So he basically just goes over his trades and
YouTube audio
lets you know what he's planning on doing. His audio is kind of crap sometimes, but the scanners are really good. And right now it's just the internet. See, that's what I mean. Like when I try to do a lot of stuff, my internet and my computer kind of gets sketchy. So we're gonna have to be aware of that. So we got about 12 minutes to the opening bell, and we are looking to.
And again, everyone, welcome to another stream.
I don't know why
Channel.
it's having such problems.
Before I get started, like button, help us with the YouTube algorithm so we can make this.
I'm not great with.
Still doubting whether to join or not.
HPI.
You have access.
Holy. I don't know if it's because this is open.
To the live screen share with a chart.
Wow. Alright, well Well, I don't really need to listen to him anyway, but thought maybe it'd be cool to have that in the background. But so yeah, so now it's just a scanner here.
That's all of them. The link proceed.
Like I said, this is precisiondaytrading.com scanner on YouTube. Trade idea scanner. You can see it here. Precision Day Trading. Yeah, it's a good scanner to use. Kind of just lets you know the direction stocks are moving and kind of what's popping at the time. So this over here is your small up gappers. So it lets you know your kind of penny stocks, your low cap, low float stocks that are pushing higher and that are kind of having the biggest gap. So you see the gap percentage. So this one's up 110%. This one's 112. This is a warrant here, I'm pretty sure. But either way, it lets you know kind of the float. So this is the amount of shares outstanding for the company. So you can see PECK has the smallest float other than CYTH. So that just means that it has the most volatility. It'll move the easiest based on volume. So the higher the volume, well, it can move on lower volume than say a stock like this 20 million or this 42 million or this 76 million. Either of these stocks, it's going to take a lot more volume to move than this 1.7 million share float stock, because the amount of shares it's going to take to move those stocks are going to be exponentially greater. So you end up with a situation where with PECK you can have, a million, one candle that has like 200 shares of volume, and that will move the stock so much faster than, or so much, with more momentum than a stock like ZSAN or CHEK. So that's why a lot of times we're looking to target those kind of stocks and just kind of see a direction and play off of it. You can see SYN down in the 888s now after I was trying to short at 97. Short got rejected, so unfortunately that would have been a nice trade there. You can see here, show you my orders. Failed at 997, short SYN. So yeah, there's not a lot going on today at all. There is not a lot going on. SYM popped back up above 90. CYTH sitting around the 550 mark. Might make a move back to 6. We'll see. We might look to get short. There's really not much going on though. Like, these stocks are not really moving a ton. There's not really a ton of momentum. This CHEK here, I'm interested in it for a short as well. Just this news is not really that great, and yeah, or if there even is news on it. So yeah, I'll probably look to try and short this CHEK out of the opening gates. Obviously with SYN PECK we can't get shares to short, so maybe we'll look for longs if they can hold, maybe push back above the 13 for PECK, and if SYN can push back above $1. Might be about it. We'll have to watch the scanners and see what happens. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna put CHEK up on here. It's my number one. Throw that on my time and sales, and then I'll have I guess PECK is my number two. Just getting ready for the opening bell. I have kind of the two ones that I want to watch the most. And CHEK, you know, obviously I can't short SYN, so unless I see it go over $1, I'm not going to really be interested in it. But we might be able to get a short in CHEK. As I was just reading, it's up 200% from yesterday, and it's already up 50% today pre-market. So yeah, and on basically no news, just that they're got some compliance. They're allowed to, you know, so nothing. They have to, you know, they got an extension for so that they can comply with the minimum requirements for the listing, so they can be listed on the NASDAQ. Essentially, they're trying to, you know, put more money in it, which is probably why if I had a pump, they've probably gotten a bunch of institutional or private investors that are just pouring money in to bring it up over $1 to ensure compliance. We'll go back. We'll check the chart out. So yesterday you could see, you know, basically coming into the new year, they were trading at 43 cents. And ever since the new year, they're up to they were almost $3 pre-market. So from 43 cents. So you can see why, yeah, why we kind of are looking short bias on it. Well, we'll see what happens. Got about 2.5 minutes to the opening bell. PECK back over 13. Too close to the bell to want to buy though. We could have a big dump right out the opening bell, so we will be cautious. Usually I like to sit on my hands for the first 5-10 minutes of trading, just see how things trade, see where the ranges are. Don't, you know, sometimes you can be tempted into trying to buy these opening, you know, bell jumps, but it's really hard to predict which way it's going to go, and you don't want to get caught in a dump. Oh, CHEK's popping. CHEK is popping. Look at that. CHEK 20% in less than a minute. And see, that's why you don't want to get short before you have confirmation, right? Like, this thing could do stuff like that. Wow. PECK pulling back. I just think PECK's probably going to be, you're going to see a dump right out the opening gates on PECK. So we got 1 minute to the bell. Damn, CHEK. Holding. $2 million shares of volume in that one candle. Wow. And see, it's just nothing. this is where, you know, you start to think that's some sort of, you know, private investor or institution that's just throwing 2 million or, you know, million and a half shares in there, you know, because that shot up so quick. That was like, there's you know, it's so hard to catch that, and it's coming right back down. But we'll see. See where she opens. We'll see where she goes. Like I said, usually just on my hand. Here's the bell. So, here we go. Here we go. So we got a push on check, trying to test that 250. Looks like it's going to get rejected. PECK is getting rejected, as predicted. It might, you know, hold up and pull back. There we go. There's the, everything's popping. CYTH up 110%. Okay, it's not really, it's old news. Sometimes this thing's kind of slow on the news. But anyway, alright. CHEK's breaking 250. Interesting. PECK's fading and CHEK is breaking 250. Interesting. Interesting. Here's where I start to think of getting short. And probably won't be able to get shares to short, but we'll see. But this is where I start to think about getting shares to short. Just because it's starting to get way overextended, and, you know, if it can test 3, be interesting, but at the same time, not available to short. Of course. Damn. Alright, so CHEK's not available to short. Now, it doesn't mean it's not available all the time. It just means it's not available right now. So, you can put another order, see what happens. But, yeah. Doesn't look like I'll be able to short CHEK today. Really, that sucks. Like, that really sucks. Make it alright. Dream on. Look at that. I was trying to short it up in the 280s. Damn. 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 Let's see what we got going on here. Holy fuck. Scanner is not working. YouTube is having problems. Damn. CHEK, man. I gotta do it like that. This is why it sucks when you can't get shares to short. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna try and short this again. See what happens. Probably get rejected, but at least we'll try. Cause who knows? Like sometimes it's based on availability, right? So if they don't have it available, but you know now they do, it's a possibility that I can get some shares. No, it's still not available. Yeah. So you can just tell that like it's overextended on the RSI. You can tell that there's going to be huge resistance going into this 285. It's up 300% in the last few days. Really, there might be some strength. It might pop again, but eventually this thing's going to go back down to $2. With CYTH, we're kind of of the same thought process, but it's just, you know, there's a lot of support here. I don't necessarily think, I mean, it could be an interesting play, but it's probably going to be not very, unless it pops here and gives us a bigger range, you're not going to have a lot of downward pressure because there's just not a lot of momentum going on here. CYTH just popped. Or I was saying, if we can get a pop, we might see some opportunity here. So we'll see. Problem is it's starting to fade too quick now. Oh, there we go. Oh, I guess it's good. Probably not gonna be available this short. Oh, maybe not. See, risk review. Risk review. Try for smaller share sizing. Fuck. Lost my price there, but damn. Just wants to fade. Still under risk review? Yeah. Damn. I missed a lot of this push anyway, so. Oh, we're filled. We filled at 559? 559.11? We filled at 559.11? Yeah, it's 559.11. This is the problem with chasing it down like this, is then you get that, you know, bounce with the VWAP, or, you know, it might push back up to that 580 level, but then I don't really want to hold through that level. I'm only in at 560 basically, so giving myself 25 cents is not a bad idea, but it's risky, because if it breaks that level, it could rip. So we'll see. See, got a little bit of a push here again. Testing 80, testing 84s, breaking that level, rate to 6. Yep. A bit of a rejection there. We'll see. Rejection. So we'll see what happens here. Starts to push higher, I might cover. Yeah, so I'm gonna cover here. 73. So it's like 14 cents. It's not the end of the world, but I'll look to get back in. Just kind of wanted to get a higher position here, because it's kind of restricted with that level I was at before, where if it pushed towards the highs, I wouldn't be able to hold. So I want to get a kind of a higher price. Damn. See, this happens all the time. I have the right decision, but then I just don't have the ability to hold the trade through. So then I end up kind of getting out at a position where I don't want to get out. So now I'm in at 561. Again, we'll see what happens. Holy crap. I don't like the way this thing's moving again. Alright, that's nice. What the hell is that, eh? Like, look at the pullback to 68 and then it just immediately bounces back up to 80. It's just crazy. I'm just gonna feel a hell of a lot more comfortable being in closer to this 580 level rather than at 60. But ugh. See if it gets rejected like it has been before at this level, but if it doesn't, then I'm probably out. It's too quick. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Hold 6, then I'm out. I can reject from 6, then we'll see. I'm gonna try to get out here at a decent price and then get back in. There's a lot of buying coming in there, so I'm gonna cover. And then I'm gonna try to reshort somewhere up in that area, up in the 90s. If I can reshort this area here. Alright. So we're filled 87. I don't like that fill price. Do not like that fill price at all. Fuck. But should have put my I should have put my limit higher. It was just I didn't want it to drop below. There we go. I don't even know where I got filled there. 590s. Holy fuck. That was 30 cents. So now we're looking for this thing to fade back to $5. VWAP is going to act as support. For it to break 50 now. It'll probably hold, but we're looking for it to break 50 now. if it can't break, I might cover and then get back in. See. Seem to be able to find some support here. That's why I'm back over $1. Interesting. Pop on CYTH back to the VWAP. See what happens here. Don't like that the selling volume's fading off. Yeah. It's just one of those days where there wasn't much going on. None of the stocks that were moving were that amazing. Like, I guess PECK was the best one. Should have been looking more long. But it was like, how do you get long on something that's so weak? And then now it's pushing, so, you know, it's just like, yeah. So I want to see if we can break 50 here. If not, then I'm probably out somewhere in the 50s. If I can get it, maybe look to re-enter if it pops back up. But we'll see. Hoping it breaks 60. We'll see. It's just volume's fading. Which, I mean, it can be good for short selling, but it can also be problematic. Because it can mean that there's a support forming here in the 560s. We'll see. I wouldn't like that very much. This has been a big problem the last few trades, the last couple times. The shorting is I don't cover into those initial pie. Like, I almost short it in a good area, and then it gives me that rejection and that kind of push down to 550, and then I don't cover here in like the 555s. You know, it's just I don't know why, but just have the habit to want to hold for the break of 50. And it just seems that every time that I cover, it then breaks, and then I miss the trade. But then every time that I don't cover, it pushes back up against me, and I end up almost turning, you know, a nice trade into a losing trade. So that's one of the issues with shorting, is that you kind of have to either be willing to sit here for the whole day and hold your positions, or you need to be kind of in the mindset that you're just going to, oh, look at that nasty drop on PECK, and that's why you can't go long on them, and I can't get shares to short, so I can't short it. So unfortunately, it's, you know, SYN looks alright, over $1 here. Still below the VWAP though. Okay. This thing had a pop. I wasn't really watching it. This thing had a pop out the gates. CYTH trying to test the VWAP again. So see what happens here. I might just get out if it can break with any sort of strength. And that might be it for the day. Like I just, it's not an eventful day. There's not much going on. CHEK, I would have shorted it if I could have. Unfortunately, I couldn't get shares to short. You guys saw me. I was trying to short it. I was trying to short it in this area, this 280s, you know, in the 280 area. Trying to short it here in the 280s, and then again I would have shorted it here in the 280s because it's just overextended on the RSI, and it's been a runner for the last few days. So you can see that it wants to sell off, and unfortunately, I couldn't get shares to short. It's just the way she goes. I could get shares of CYTH, so that's what I've been shorting, and it's been kind of wishy-washy. So we'll see what happens here. We're testing. Breaks. Reject, or does it break? No, breaks. Of course. And like I said, turn a winning trade into a losing trade simply because. Alright, there's a rejection there. That's better. That's not as nice. Let's see which way it wants to move here. It's kind of got some interesting action going on. This might just immediately reject, which is why I'm not gonna jump out of it too soon. I spoke too soon. Not looking good. Not looking good. Testing 6, break 6. Such a weird trading stock. As you see, we're reversing again. So it's still got higher lows. It's still not testing the high of 620 that it made before. So we're still good on the trade. Now we're just waiting to see if it can break lower and break the 550 mark. If it tests again, breaks 90s, I might be out. Try and get back in. This is just the weirdest price action. Like it just does the weirdest things. Like it's like, I don't know. I just don't like the way it's moving here. It's just so weird. Ugh. It's like, do I get out or? It's like, I don't know. It's the weirdest moving stock, man. It doesn't like have any direction. It's because it's dying on volume. So it's had a double top now around that 605 area. And that's the thing about this thing, it's like it pushes up and then it immediately like flushes down. And there's just so much selling pressure up there, but at the same time it seems to be getting a lot of support at the VWAP. So it's kind of annoying, to be honest with you. Yeah, not very exciting, but it's the way she goes sometimes, especially when you're shorting. You're kind of just watching the price action, seeing what happens. And this thing just doesn't want to break. Look at that, 10,000 shares shorting is 573. Or at least selling. Could have bought and sold, but either way, he's getting out of it. We're trying to short it. See how the buying volume's just dying off. Does seem to be some buying coming in. Oh my. Oh my. That's just so bad. Okay. Well then. Looks like I'm gonna cover for every loss. Shit. Man, this stock is just too much sometimes. You get those huge pops. They're just like, you're just like, what? Wants to hold at 611 now. Shit. This thing is breaking highs. Damn it. Oh, there you go. Another nice drop there. And another drop like that. There it is. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, looks strong again, so probably just gonna cover. See. And get a better price real quick. Yep. I'm just gonna cover. I got in a decent price. No, not really, but it's okay. Because what I'll look to do now is if it pushes up again, which it looks like it might want to. So now I can just wait till the top. I'm at 613. So we'll see what happens here. It's nothing but red now. But we'll see. I want to see it break down towards 50 and then test. If we get 50, if we get 60, I'll probably sell cover. Because right now, like, it's like we're waiting for this thing to give the reversal, right? It's been kind of pushing up the last few times. Now we're going to have that reversal. This thing fucking, oh my god, this thing does what I think it wants to do. I'm just gonna, so, it's so annoying. It just keeps doing this. It's like, it looks like it should sell off and then it just pops right back up and keeps trying to run higher. It's like, what are you doing? It's gonna pop. Maybe not, or it's gonna drop. It's like, it's gotta sell off at some point, right? You think. So annoying. Keeps doing this. Dips and then it rips and then it dips and then it rips. Oh man. You just gotta sell into these little dips. It's the only way to do it. It's testing. It doesn't want to break the VWAP right now. It's giving us that. That's the thing. Sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you're wrong. There's not much you can do. But the biggest problem is, like, this thing. It's definitely wanting to go down. You can tell. It's just it keeps getting that little bit of buying to push it back up. But once it goes, it goes. It's gonna go. This is, we don't know how far it wants to push up before, you know, and it's got we got a level here of 634 where it's kind of a top, so I'm using that as my kind of stop, but it just sucks. It's like this thing just kind of wants to keep doing this. It doesn't want to ever give us a push. There is some buying coming in. This is gonna be my last, you know, if it breaks this top again, then it's, you know, because like what you can see, like what I can see anyways, it has this clear top here at 620, and then it broke it to the 630 but got immediately rejected. So then it broke it again here to the 630 and got immediately rejected. So it's one of those things where it's like, if it can't hold, it's gonna just fade. And we want to be there for the fade, but we also don't want to be holding if it pushes again to break these levels. So, man. And this is it. This is the struggle, right? Come on. Some buying volume there. You can tell by the candle wick. Alright, there we go. It's getting bought up though. That's pretty nuts here. Just the amount of pressure that comes in short, and then the ability to hold it up on basically nothing. You know, and then buying volume comes in and sends it lower. Just interesting. It's 34s again. It's doing it to me again. Wow. Wow. This thing is just too much, man. It's just too much. Holy man. What a crappy time trying to trade this thing. I do not like the way that looks. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Wow. Look at the strength of that right there. Strength. Wow. Can this thing hold? That's the question. gonna hold. Wow. Wow. Alright guys, well, looks like this is gonna be a losing trade. It looks like I'm gonna get out of this thing for a loss. And my stop goes, but and a few extra pennies just to. This thing just looks super strong now. Super strong now. Yep. Holy. It's like when it gives, it's gonna give, but like, man, this thing just does not want to give. So overextended. Wow. And this is where the shorts are gonna get in. There's one of the pullbacks. So really right now it's just managing the trade. It's just one of those things where it's like, alright, I've already kind of written it off as a loss. It's just how much are we going to lose. So you can't let it run too much, but you got to see some, you know, there's got to be at least a better pullback than what we've seen here. Come on. Just holding 50 as support now, and it's, you know, whereas before it would like flush, and now it's holding 50 as support. So we'll see what happens here at 50. There we go. A little nicer. I don't like that bounce right back up. Alright, so I'm going to cover here. 43. And the reason I cover is simple, but obviously expecting a bounce now, back up, managing the trade, that's all it was, right? So now we want it to break 50 again, and we want to short it at the top. Oh. 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 God damn it. This is what happens. Like, this is the learning curve, and this is the problem with, you know, it's like, always happens. The second I sell, the second I get out, it dumps. The second I, you know, it's like, I don't know. I might be done for the day. I'm probably, I lost, yeah. I'm down $70. So, I don't know. This could be such a nice trade. The problem is that it's, fuck. It's pulled back too much now. See if we can get a pop back up towards 650. I feel like this thing can push again. God damn it. Same thing. It always happens the same way. You know, it's like, it's a learning curve, and this is why you need to hold. It's like, if you're gonna get out, you know, you need to get out early, and then you need to get back in high. It's just it. It's like, you can't be holding and hoping. And that's what happens a lot of times in these trades, you know. I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit it. And I never said I was professional. I'm never claiming to be an expert, you know. Like, I lose in just as many trades as I win. Basically been break even for a while. Been negative for a bit. You know, it's... And right now, it's really just the fact that this thing is starting to reverse, and you can tell. And I want to be in on it. The problem right now is that it's already sold off so much, and I'm missing I'm missing the moves that I wanted to catch, and they're going to be big right now. Hoping it can bounce here and give us another move higher, and then I'll get in for the short again. But it's just so bad, man. Like, I just should have got in there at 650 when I wanted, 630. when I was thinking about it again. Wow. 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 Oh, I knew it too. I was like, you know what? This can't get out when it's in the search. Like, it's a reversal straight from the top. And I sold into a pullback where I should have just waited, and then, God damn. Shorting here is just such a defeatist position. Like, back in here at 587. Early debated whether I was going to get back in this or not. And at 587, so we're looking for this thing to reject and bounce back. Hopefully down towards 550. Yeah. So I just, yeah, a little discouraged by those trades. It was just, it's just one of those things where you have the right idea but at the wrong time. And it's so often in trading. It's just being not impatient, but getting in on the short too early. And it looks weak. It looks weak all morning, to the point where you're like, oh well, okay, it looks weak all pre-market, to the point where you're like, okay, well, this thing pops above the VWAP, it's probably weak again. Selling pressure, it's probably gonna pop down. Nope, I'm gonna rip up and break that. Oh, and this is just the way that they get out shorts. Like, this is breaking shorts. This is why you need to have tight stops instead of letting them run like I did on some of these trades, and then get back in at the top and just don't let it beat you, right? So now that's where we're looking for a move below 550. And this is the move we were waiting for, right? It's just waiting for the right timing. Would have been nice if I could have held that 613 trade into this level. Anyway, see what happens. Hoping for the 550 break. Sin seems to be doing something. So again, this trade might just be a break even. I might just get out if it breaks above my entry price or close to it. I'm just done with this stock. I shouldn't have even taken this last trade, to be honest with you. It was really just one of those where it's like, man, I missed the move that I wanted to catch, unfortunately. Could you imagine, like, if I didn't cover here and I would have just held this position at 613, I would have covered at 567 and been happy and been done for the day. But instead, I covered and I tried to get back in, which is just, I don't know, it's just dumb. I got to tighten that up. I got to really start shorting at the top and stop trying to short down here. You know, anticipating a VWAP break. I should just wait, let the stock show me what it wants to do, and then, you know, give it the rejection, give it the short. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. I'm probably going to cut the stream here just because I got a few things I want to do and won't have time to pay attention to the stream. So I'm probably going to stay in this CYTH trade. If it breaks above 595, 590, you know, basically 595, I'll be out. If it breaks down towards 550, I'll cover. And yeah, that'll be it for the day, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry I you know, wasn't more exciting for today, but couldn't give you guys winning trades, but unfortunately that's just the way she goes sometimes. Sometimes you win just as much from your losers as you do from your winners, so you gotta kind of keep in mind the positives and the negatives. But yeah, you obviously don't want to be losing in a lot of trades, and unfortunately I'm losing in some trades today, so that's just how she goes. Yesterday was a green day. Today will probably be a red day. So what can you do? Hopefully maybe this trade here get me back a little bit green. We'll see. And at 587 right now, it's basically at my entry price. So if it breaks down below, then maybe we'll turn the, you know, into not such a bad of a red day. It's not too bad, but still $70. If I can turn this into like a $40 trade or something, it'll be nice. Either way, see what happens. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be back at you with another video tomorrow, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Subscribe, please. Have a good day, and hopefully you guys got some good trades going. Not like me. What do you think CHEK will do? Good day. CHEK. CHEK looks like a short, but the problem becomes is that because it's a multi-day runner. I'll just put multi-day runner. Probably will sell off. Oh, guys. And I'll bring up CHEK real quick because he mentioned it. Like I said, I really don't. I was saying it pre-market. I was trying to short this thing up here in the 290s. I wish I could have shorted, and I would have been shorting CYTH. I would have been just focused on CHEK, but unfortunately I couldn't get shares to short, and I ended up shorting CYTH, and yeah, that's where we are. So what do I think of CHEK? I think it was alright. Like I said, it's been way overextended because it's up from 45 cents, you know, a couple weeks ago to $3 now on news that's really not that great. So what do I think of it? I think it's probably going to sell off, and you're probably going to get a move back down to 2. That might be it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But other than that, not much. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you guys are having a good trading day, and be back at you tomorrow, and have a great day, guys.